when I first came to YouTube, I was watching content.
No. Before you go, and I'm not going to interrupt you, I promise.
Okay, go.
My question is, what part of the story was you sharing her shit?
I never shared any. Here for the hot tea.
Yeah,
I was sharing her shit after I had already apologized to her for calling her out publicly. That was after. It was not before. You get what I'm saying?
Okay, so you called her out. So you called her out publicly for what?
For calling
Marisa Cancer Hunter.
Yes.
Okay, then you seen her on the panel, and you went up on the panel. Y'all had a conversation about it. You sent a cash app, and that was your olive branch, and you were done with it.
Yep.
And then from there, you started to share her shit. You like, okay, we in a sisterhood. We got to understand it. We all good. Okay, I'm just moving like I normally move.
Yeah, basically, not just her shit. I was saying everybody.
Right, not just her shit, but we are talking about her right now.
Okay, yeah, let's talk about her. Yeah.
Okay, so that's the sequence of event, right?
That's the sequence of events, correct?
Okay, now, pause me right there.
Okay.
And tell me then, what did she do, or how did this even go on to Instagram, or how did you? Then did she start she started treating you like a weirdo after you guys had already worked the shit out? Then she started just acting like you was a weirdo.
She started treating me like a weirdo after we had already squashed it already, and she said she accepted my apology and it was good. And after that, I think maybe like a month later, Maurice filed the lawsuit, and then like a couple weeks after that, he filed the lawsuit, and then after that, I went on her live to say, I'm sending prayers to you. I'm sorry for what's going on, because I felt bad because people was dragging her and laughing about her getting sued. And I'm like, that shit not cool. It's not funny. So I told her I'm sending her support. And then I did a live stream, my first live stream I did on YouTube. And I shared the link because everybody was sharing the link for the GoFundMe. And I said, you know what, I should do that. This is a Black woman. You know what I'm saying? She needs to have legal counsel. Because you don't know what kind of money that man has or what kind of lawyer he has. So that was what I was doing. And I addressed Anthony for just being problematic and just being messy and laughing at people getting sued. And after that, I want to say a while after that, she made a whole video sneak dissing. And I'm like, what is going on? And I went to her community tab and she said people are pretending to have loyalty to me when they don't, something like that. And I was like, what is, and so after the video, I'm like, I think she was talking about me. So let me just be a woman about it. So I went to her, I DM'd her my burner account because I was logged out of my IG. And I told her that when I DM'd her, I said, this is my burner account. Hey, this is Cocoa. I just want to know if everything good. I'm not trying to put you in mess. I think she was trying to say I was putting her in mess. I'm like, that's not the case. What are you talking about? I'm like, I'm not trying to put you in mess. I was just trying to defend because I didn't think it was, basically funny that people was laughing at the woman getting sued. And then I said that I'm not trying to attach myself to you, right? And that was that. And I'm like, okay, I'm waiting to see if she responds because I don't need nobody to run with anything, right? And start saying that I'm a weirdo stalking somebody. And so then I seen she had posted on her stories. I'm like, maybe she responded to me in her stories. But when I went to her stories, it was still more like shade, like, oh, people are weird. I'm going to keep my circle small. I'm like, girl, I was never part of your circle. We just YouTubers in the YouTube streets. We not friends. Like, we don't know each other in real life. Like, what is going on? And then she had like a Nicki Minaj meme of like calling somebody. I'm like, I'm like, okay, you know what? Case closed. So then I'm like, okay, I'm cool on it. I'm good on it. But it did bother me that somebody called me a weirdo stalker because I feel like how this sector works, InherAlchemist, somebody say something about somebody, people run with it. People run with the shit.
I understand how you
know
feel.
What I'm saying?
But I also feel that you just got to give people 50 feet. You know what I mean? And maybe there is a part of you that has anxiety over being portrayed as a weirdo stalker. And maybe there's a subconscious part of you that wants to have those conversations and get that understanding so that no narrative is painted on you and that you don't feel humiliated or embarrassed by somebody trying to mischaracterize your good intentions. But in your quest to try to keep that from happening, you're making it happen. You know what I mean? So give a nigga 50 feet. You hit the link, you cleared the shit up, you cash out the bitch, That's it. Don't go then start sharing her shit and overcompensating. Let that bitch through and brew. If she wanna fucking be a bitch and she wanna be a mean girl and she wanna do, let that be her. But don't submit yourself in those type of environments.
I learned that
because it comes across like you're trying too hard against people that clearly don't fuck with you, and those are not the people that you want fucking with you. You wanna concentrate your energy on people who respect you, that care about you, that enjoys your content. Don't try to appease a bitch that's giving you their ass to kiss, whether it's her or anybody else. That's just life.
You're right. No, you're right. And after that, when I tell you InherAlchemist, after that, people know. Like, I mean, people that maybe did not know the situation, but after that, I moved totally different on YouTube. Like, in my community tab, I reshare some people's stuff, but for the most part, and it's sad to say, the only big YouTuber that I just follow like that is Queen Sheba. The rest of the people that I reshare their stuff are the smaller YouTubers like myself.
Right, but don't change. Don't modify your behavior and change who you are.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying
give that energy to.
No, but I'm saying I do stuff that's reciprocated nowadays. Like, it's reciprocated, like the respect. And also, I don't really cut for content creators who have high drama per se. And I don't really, I don't just get into that. Like, I protect my energy, if that makes sense. Like, if it's high drama and people getting doxxed, people court records being pulled up, somebody getting sued, I tend to shy away from that, if that makes sense.
No, it does make sense, but I also feel like just discerning you also need to learn how to sit with yourself and how to sit with uncomfortable feelings and not need to bring everything to closure or resolution. You know what I mean? Just to get rid of the feeling, because I feel like you're just trying to get rid of I feel like you get anxiety around rejection and even around being in, and I feel like that you just can't sit with the feeling, and so you try to move in ways to keep that from hurting you in some type of way, and you're ushering it to you. And what I'm suggesting is more of a relaxed approach, because your spirit, your mental mind knows you can logically deduce, like, fuck it, bitch, I'm off of you, blah 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 blah, but yet your actions are still trying to quell that anxiety. You know what I mean? So
I think it's the opposite for me. I feel like for me, it's because I grew up like in the hood. When people do something to me, it's like you're immediately cut off. And like I'm a person that I will move on, but I'll never forgive you. Like, bitch, you can never. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. That's my personality. I'm just like that because I'm on high guard. And when you come from me,
but you gotta let the guard down. You listen. If you want to be strong, you got to expose yourself to pain, and having a guard, that doesn't make you strong. That makes you weak. You know what I mean? Learn that you can tolerate a little bit of pain. You can tolerate a little bit of triggering of emotions that you've had in the past. You can take a little bit. And that's how you truly become strong. And that's how that sweet fragrance is released from you. And that's how you live. You know what I mean? So you got to drop some of that, because she's not going to be the first person. If this is how you are, she's not going to be the first person that you run into and you have that experience. And it's going to keep coming until you learn what you need to take from it, which is that, first of all, you're not in danger. You don't need a guard. Second of all, pain is a feeling that goes away. It's not, it doesn't have to be part of your character. You feel the discomfort, your stomach gets a knot, and guess what? It goes away. And you get a new feeling. And you could even take it a step further and really have a conversation with yourself, or have a conversation with God, so to speak, of what is this bringing up in me? Like, what is it? And try to really alchemize your way through it. But what you don't do is run hard lines about who you're going to be moving forward and how I'm going to move this way moving forward, and I'm not going to do this way moving forward. It's like, okay, boom. Like, okay, yeah, she doesn't like me. It's okay, boom. Because in all actuality, you don't like her either. Let's just talk about it.
No, that's true. And at the end of the day, now that you put it in perspective, the way you put it, that makes so much fucking sense. Like you calling somebody out, and then everybody doesn't think the same. And what you said, she probably did think like that. Like, why are you didn't like, you don't like my style of commentary. Like, not that I didn't like her style of commentary, I just didn't like some of the verbiage that she used, but what you said made a lot of sense, 100% in her feelings. So that does make sense. It makes sense, and I don't have an issue with her, you know. But people need to stop trying to. People just gonna be messy subscribers. Honestly, people just gonna be messy as fuck.
Yeah, because you gotta understand they want to be entertained. They don't give a fuck about nothing else. People are retired, they bedridden, they ugly. They got a whole bunch of shit. They got a whole bunch of shit going on, and they just want to be entertained. And now if you are proactive in that and you provide constructive ways to entertain them, then it is what it is. If they want to be messy and you want to be influenced by them, that's on you. I don't entertain none of that shit. I don't, it's just not my thing. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about your intentions, your motivations, your back chats, your discourse, your gossip. I don't give a fuck about a shit that a bitch ain't saying to my motherfucking face. And that's just period, point blank. We can deal with it then and then only. But I got business to do. Like, get you some business. Nobody got time for that shit.
Yeah, and that's how I feel. And yeah, and that's how I feel about like True T. First of all, I like, whether I did or didn't, like, lady, come on, focus on, you got 33K. Focus on that, since you love them so much and you say people trying to clout chase on you, offer you clout chase off of your own shit. Don't be trying to control nobody's narrative. You cannot control my platform. I can say, you flew over the moon and hit a cow. That's just what, you can't change what I'm gonna say. It's my platform. It's my,
and you can't change what she's gonna say either.
I can't. That's true. I can't. But it's like, girl, so she shouldn't make videos. Like, she should make videos, she can, but it's like, girl, so you shouldn't be crying because I'm just gonna say what I'm gonna say regardless. At the end of the day, I don't even have a problem with True T. I don't even know why. My only issue with her is that I feel like from watching her from a distance, she can move reckless at times. She has potential to be, it's crazy to say. I don't know if she want me to compare her.
Okay, when you say reckless at times, what do you mean?
Tell people she gonna dox them and call their job. She be telling people, tell that lady, I'm gonna call your job and report you to the nursing board because of what you said about this YouTuber. I'm gonna call my lawyers on you. It's like, girl, come on.
Okay, so she did that. She did that.
Yeah.
And what did you think about it?
I think it was fucking crazy. I mean, I'm not saying her lawyer, calling her lawyers, I don't really have a problem with that, because like, if somebody is doing something to you that alarms you or whatever, okay, call your lawyers. But saying you're gonna dox somebody and report them to the nursing board, that's low vibrational. Social media ain't that serious.
So your issue with True T is that you don't like the way that she moves.
Yep, and she be bullying people sometimes. Like, she be bullying people. I be seeing that shit, and then she be trying to act
like, okay, so you're charging True T with doing the most and picking on people not her own size.
Yep, because I didn't even get to that. Like, you have smoke for me, and you said I threw subliminal shade when it wasn't even about you. But maybe next time, don't worry, I'll put an ad on it so you can know it's directed towards you. Okay, you know it. It's gonna be you. But where was your smoke for Marcella Speaks when she made a whole video, love, claiming that? Well, not claiming. She played the audio of you literally going to bat for Wanda, saying that Wanda didn't say nothing wrong when she came for the paternity. She literally came when she came for the paternity of Melody's baby. You said Wanda wasn't shading the child, she was shading the mother. Then you also said people was reckless with the way they was talking about Ariane and Ariane's child. But now, fast forward, you're now dragging Ariane, her child, and her crusty ends or whatever, right? And you singing Melody's praises. So, you know, what are we doing here, right? People have the right to change their opinions. I'm not even trying to go there. I'm trying to accuse you of being a fake Melody because I don't think you are. But do I think that everything that you do is in the best interest of yourself or Melody per se? No, because honestly, it's your business, it's your life. But I wouldn't put that much energy towards other people's affairs versus my own, right? And I just still feel like, and hold the opinion, and it's my right, that Black Titanic's lawsuit she has against the network is going nowhere. They're a million or billion dollar network. On top of that, she's done things that's gonna reflect in court, like showing up to Stormy Storage Warehouse, showing up to Melody's court date. I think Melody had a court date with the kids. I'm putting allegedly on this because I don't know if Black Titanic actually showed up.
Okay, well, let me ask you this real quick though.
Go ahead.
So, you said lawsuit's going nowhere, right? What if the network settles out of court for $50,000? Would you say it went somewhere? Would you say it was worth it?
Yeah, if she get money, but I doubt it.
I mean, people settle shit, people settle shit all the time. So, I mean, so my question is, if they get something out of it, then will it have still be considered going nowhere? That's my point.
Yes and no, because it's really going on, because the whole thing is stupid to me. What are we actually suing for? I'm sorry. I consider it all crazy. I don't feel like Maurice should sue. I don't feel like they should sue. And I held that opinion from the very beginning. And my opinion not going to change based off if I like somebody or not. I feel like it's all stupid. Okay? It's all stupid. And I just feel like at the end of the day, I don't agree with Wente Talks I didn't hear her do that, but if she tried to insinuate that this lady was moving shady, that's not right. But at the same time, I feel like True T trying to accuse other people of, trying to clout chase off of her. But ma'am, you literally made a GoFundMe for these women, right? Right? To try to get them legal counsel, which is good job for you, good deed. But aren't you making videos about the case, getting paid off of what these women are going through? Because you're not directly in the lawsuit.
But should she not get paid for talking?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that she accusing other people of trying to clout chase off of her. But couldn't somebody say she's clout chasing off of what's going on with these?
Yeah, you could say that. So if you want to say that, then say that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I do kind of feel like, you kind of clout chasing off of Black Titanic and Hifalati. Now, Hifalati did make a video praising True T, and that's good for her. But I mean, my opinion is my opinion. I find it weird that I haven't watched her channel, but when I went to go watch who was dragging who and what was went down for this podcast, I was like, damn, there's a lot of talking about Maurice and the damn lawsuits. And I made a video talking about that. Maybe you could address that video, but that even wasn't sneak dissing. I was just telling people what I perceived happened to me, and I got the right to speak on it. But come on now, man. Like, be real. But back to Marcella Speaks. You did not say so she played that whole video clip, right? Then she said, it's not gonna take you 3 to 5 days to drag her. She gonna dox you. And Marcella Speaks is good for telling people she gonna dox them. She just like True T. She said she's gonna dox you. You never responded to her. And she played that video. And I cannot find that link for nothing, but I will find it. I'm not making it up. That lady literally I listened to it because my subscribers sent it to me in my DM because they wanted me to drag Marcella Speaks. And I'm like, what am I going to drag her for? And I went and I listened to it and I was shocked. Not for the shockery of, that you said what you said, because everybody's entitled to change their opinion. But I was shocked because so many people try to put, what's the word I'm looking for? A box around people or confinements around people of how they should have moved back then and how they should move now. And they love you out here in these YouTube streets, but you didn't used to move the way back then the way you move now, right? So you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not understanding it. At the end of the day, you can make a problem out of what you want to make it as, but I don't have an issue with you. I have the right to not like the way that you move, right? Is your content good? Yeah, I mean, it's people like it, 33K, honey. But for me, you have the right not to like my shit, but just don't watch my shit. See, I don't understand why you even watching my channel so much where you knew that I made this video about Stormy Steele, but I haven't watched your video.
I mean, somebody could have sent it to her.
It's these days,
but again, you got to think about it. She's a reader, she's a roaster, she's got a large platform. If they want your ass slapped between the washer and dryer, then they can just go tell her, Kakala over there sneak this, and even though you wouldn't even talk about her, but if they want to mobilize her, then that's what the fuck they gonna do and put that bug in her ear. So that's how this shit happens.
Yeah.